Welcome back to class. Taking this a step further, under your allied cell rule, we have options greater than, less than, values between, equals to, text that contains a date recurring or duplicate values. For your top and bottom rule, just as it implies, whether you are calculating your top 10 or you want to know the first position in class, your top 10%, your bottom 10, your bottom 10 percent, people that have above average, people that are below average. Your data bar helps you to look at how they are performing relative to one another. So for our first question, we said who had score below 40. So it is just safe to come to less than. Less than what? This time around, less than 40. So, and we want to pick, you can decide color filling that you want over here. So I would prefer my light red filled with dark red text as it is, and then okay. So from here, we can see that Miriam had that too, and she's the only one that scores below 40. Who has scored below class average? Below class average. Still the same pattern. I like this and conditional formatting. Then bottom. This time around, I can say above or below average. Then let's pick below average. By itself, it will calculate your class average. It will calculate your class average. And look at people that are score below it. Your class average in this context is 48.6. And we can see that all the scores we have highlighted, the maximum is 48, which is still below 48.6. So 48, 40, 48, 42, 32, 43. So which is still below our class average. Who had the least score? Definitely we know that this should be Miriam. But let's look at it. Conditional formatting, highlight bottom, then bottom 10%, bottom 10 item. So instead of the 10, we just pick 1 and then okay. And then you can see that Miriam is the last person in the class. Who had the highest score? The same pattern. Come over here, top 10, item. Then instead of 10, just put your 1. 1. So I want to change this to green this time around. And then okay, and we can see Ifeanyi had 64 and has the highest in the class. So for this, let's apply our data bar on this. So for all this other one, we can also exploit greater than, if you want to do greater than 40, if you want to see maybe value between people that have between 40 and 50, maybe you want to see people that have 50 exact, 60 exact, and the likes. This one is used on test. If you are looking for a student name and you say, oh, I know the first name of the student, the first name is A, and you want to look at the people, you want to highlight people that has A in their name. That is what you can use this for. If you are dealing with dates and you want to fish out repetitive dates that are reoccurring, that is when you can use it. Duplicate value, if you are dealing with numbers like this, your numbers, and you want to see duplicates, like you want to see repetitive numbers, you want to spotlight them. That's what this is used for. And this, I've already explained this, and we've already made use of each or one of these across board. We've made use of this and of this. So if you understand how we used all those, then how to use every other one will not be an issue. Then for your data bar, you can either have your gradient field or solid field. They are fulfilling the same purpose, no matter the one you are picking. So for your data bar, you can see that this is looking at it in relative to 64. 64 is the highest score here, and is looking at it in relative to 64, and then filling the bars. So let's assume that in a case whereby 100 is the highest, that the maximum obtainable score, can you see that this is 100 and we have every of the bars relative to 100 right now. So this is basic way to actually go around your conditional formatting, to make use of your conditional formatting. In our next class, we will be looking at what we call referencing, and so that we can introduce ourselves to some of the techniques or formats that Excel actually have in stock for us. See you in the next one.